PhilHewlettandFriends.com is the website. We're on Facebook. Thanks for liking us. And we're on Twitter at FAF Show. FAF. Say it with me. FAF. You can't say it?
No, because I keep forgetting to turn on my mic.
I just spit on my mic.
PHAF, like Phil Hewlett and Friends.
FAF.
Show. FAF Show. Can you do that?
FAF.
All right. Lisa May is here with us. And for since 1990, I can tell you the day that Kevin and Bean started their morning show.
Really? How? Why?
I was standing in line to pick up sod at some place in Orange County, California.
That is a story, Phil.
To put in my, and they were playing KROQ at the counter when I'm standing in line, and I'm listening to these two guys because just the day before, it was guys that I'd been listening to for a long time because I was a listener of that particular station for very, very, very long time since I was in high school and followed all the DJs. And who were these guys from, I don't know, South Carolina or someplace out of state?
These Mark and Brian wannabes.
Yes, and it was...
That was their rap.
Exactly. It seemed what it was, and so I gave them a chance to listen to them, and over time enjoyed them. And Lisa May was part of the mix. Were you there at the very beginning?
I started 1 year after they did.
Okay.
I think they used their producer to do their traffic in the beginning, and then decided that they wanted a real traffic reporter.
Right.
And so I got paired with them and started doing their traffic, and I was still at another building, the traffic service building.
Did you ultimately move over to where they were?
I think, I don't know the dates, but I want to say like 12 years ago maybe.
But you were so much more than just a traffic reporter. You were part of the conversation.
I was in the studio full time, involved in all of the conversations, and I also did the traffic and some commercial work and stuff like that.
And people love you. And a couple of weeks ago, you were summarily let go.
Yes.
And so your fans are up in arms. There's a website, boycott, no Lisa, no KROQ,
peace.
no peace. Yeah, all that kind of stuff. They're out in the streets. They've got pitchforks and torches and all that sort of thing.
I thought you hope that a few people will be sad and will Facebook you or send you a Twitter message or whatever. But it's been unbelievable.
Yeah.
People have been I love being fired.
Oh, really? Wow.
I've never felt so much love in my life.
I imagine it's a little overwhelming, too, because you have to be careful about your steps and what you do, because you want to hopefully jump into that vortex of love and land on your feet in a very good place somewhere.
Well, and I love radio, and I would love to stay in radio. But as your producer, Mike, well, not producer, but Mike and I were talking earlier, and
he's
he
our
said,
executive producer.
Thank you. You don't get many chances in your life to just sort of reinvent yourself. And this is that opportunity where it's never a job I would have quit. It was an amazing job.
Yeah.
But now that I don't have it anymore, I really the world is wide open. And what is it I want to do? And
well, may I just jump the gun and interrupt and tell everybody? I'll be the spoiler.
Okay.
Lisa May is starting today, will be an Uber driver.
Yes, that's what I wanted to do.
No, she got
they're fantastic.
Yeah, and she did get a great offer from Lyft, but Uber matched it and exceeded it.
And I've got the Prius.
Yes.
So
Perfect.
I can do it.
All right. So everybody's wondering if you're going to say anything about what happened. And I know you made a comment or two on Facebook to give kind of a preemptive strike on all of this. But
and
is the time right or no?
This show is not. I don't want to do that on this show. This is about having fun and telling good stories. So I am going to do it. And I'd been thinking about how I wanted to do it. And Allison Rosen has a podcast called Allison Rosen is Your New Best Friend.
I know that name. She
used to work with Adam Carolla.
Until she was summarily fired.
As it turns out. So we have something in common. So she reached out to me and said, would you like to talk about it? And honestly, at first I went, no, I don't think so. I don't think I want to talk about this yet. And a week or so passed, and I decided that actually it's probably a good time to do it.
Okay.
So probably next week we're going to do the podcast.
Okay, so you don't have a specific date yet? Or
no.
Is it, so it's not locked in for
I
next
believe
week?
For sure next week.
Okay, will you let us know? And we'll help promote it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Because you're officially one of the friends.
I love it. Thank you.
Yes. All right. Well, how about that? And again, thanks for all the fans who've been out here. I mean, we're watching the numbers. Just the spike in live listeners and viewers and people. And I apologize for not jumping in there and chatting. There are probably people in the chat room. Have you ever gone into our chat room? Did you know we had a chat room, Aaron?
I do know we have a chat room. I haven't checked it out too often.
We should go in there and chat more often.
Yes,
no.
probably.
No, we shouldn't. No. Mike starts shaking his head. No, we shouldn't go in there.
It's a bad place to go.
Yeah.
Chat room,
bad.
I want to thank all of the listeners that are here today because of me.
Yeah.
That's just amazing.
And I'm one of them, by the way, if I can. I've been a fanboy of radio for a very, very long time, and it's really an honor to be in studio and doing radio with you.
That's so nice.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I appreciate it. Well, I'm having a great time.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Well, that's fantastic, and I'm glad you're here, and I totally understand and everything in its time.
Yes.
And I think for those people who thought you were going to spill some kind of beans today, then they're going to bean. Here we go again.
I did try to quell that online a little bit to let him know that wasn't what this was about. But
can I ask you just one little question? This isn't going to spoil anything.
Okay.
Have you, over the course of the last couple of weeks, had any follow-up conversations with either of the hosts of your previous show?
Yes.
Oh.
I have. I spoke on the phone with Bean last week, and Kevin and I have exchanged several emails.
And you'll detail some of that when you are on with Ms. Rosen?
Yes, I will.
Okay. Good.
So contact has been made.
Interesting. All right, good. On with the show, shall we?
Yes.
We got that business out of the way, and thanks again. I'm sure we've all stayed in a hotel, right? Mm-hmm. Do you think twice about stuff that you touch in your hotel room?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
We've all seen that 20/20 or whatever it was.
I bring the black light. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think 3 times.
Yeah. Do you bring a black light?
No.
It's a good idea, though.
But I have a friend who brings her own linens.
Oh, that's
I've heard
smart.
that.
Yeah. I just don't want to know.
Right. That's me.
I've survived all of the hotel rooms I've
Being
been in,
naive
but
can be good in those situations.
yeah, you just want to stay in a nice hotel and have a nice, restful sleep in a good part of town.
Yes.
But I do have a list of the 3 grossest things you come in contact with in a hotel room, and this is courtesy of Live Science.
Okay.
Oh, good.
So it's science again.
Yeah,
Can't argue that.
It is science. Okay, and I think we all suspect that the comforter is
Disgusting.
just a nest of
Repository.
other people's bodily fluids, right? Specifically the part that covers the foot of the bed, because a lot of people just sit there, and maids don't always wash the comforters, and people tend to just sit there, not
Nude?
necessarily in their clothing, right?
Okay.
Nude.
It's also the spot people with kids are most likely to change a diaper
Oh.
I never thought about that.
at the foot of the bed, because
Oh,
where else are they going to do it?
yeah,
Right there
right.
next to the coffee maker?
Dirty diaper duty.
You're
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
They don't wash those comforters every time.
No, they don't. They don't. Okay. Here's one that maybe you hadn't thought of, and I'm just grossed out to even talk about it. The drinking glasses.
But they clean those.
Well, Fox News used a hidden camera back in 2007 and discovered that a lot of maids don't even wash those glasses out, or if they do, they just spray them with glass cleaner to make them shiny.
Really?
Yeah.
That'll give you the runs.
That's
will?
true.
Yeah.
He's
Does it have that
right.
donut powder
gross.
toxic chemical in there?
Oh, my God.
Okay, and what's the first thing you touch when you go into the hotel room? You know, after you set
Doorknob.
down your stuff.
Doorknob and
Well, no,
lights.
after you're in, you close the door and you
Lights.
set your stuff down. Okay, light switches. All right.
Refrigerator.
What else?
Remote.
The remote. A study in 2012 found that the remote controls and the light switches are 2 of the dirtiest things in hotel rooms because everyone touches them and they hardly ever get cleaned.
All right.
Last time I
So
stayed in a
gloves?
hotel, I used my Netflix on my iPad. So
You didn't
thank
even
goodness.
touch it?
I watched movies, and now I'm very happy about that.
I just go straight for the Bible and I dig into Corinthians.
You are so full of
That
it.
what you do?
No.
What we didn't know about Chris. Yeah, all right. And so we when you think about the hotel rooms, just an extra thought. Do you somehow feel like you've contributed to the problem when you think about your own activities?
I have not ever contributed to the problem.
Of course not.
No.
Boy, I don't know if
Do you
that
think?
does not look like an honest face, Lisa. I got to tell you that right
Do I
now.
protest too much?
Do you think? Oh, they're never going to clean that up.
Girls aren't dirty. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah,
We're not a part of that mess.
But guys like a dirty girl. What are you doing here? Spoiling it for us. Hey, it's time to start thinking about where you're going on St. Patrick's Day. It's a week from today, believe it or not. And rather than an Irish pub up the street, you have time to plan something more memorable,
Like?
right? So we're going to get a St. Patrick's Day travel primer from our travel guy, who knows better. And we think he's sober today. That would be a change. He's next on Phil Hulett and Friends.